Om Shanti. Good evening. There is no need for asking the question. Is everyone okay? After becoming Baba's children, if we are not okay, then when are we going to be? Okay means mind and body, both are in their own places. Mind is content and body is healthy. Even though we have settled karmic accounts on different levels, but that is not a issue to not to remain happy. So that does it work on one side and you continue on the other side, right? Mm-hmm. So what is the, you want some water? What is the call of the time? You know, we tell people in the world, what is the time in the world clock now? 1 minute to 12 o'clock. The world is changing. For Brahmins, what is the call of the time? So actually, if you pay full attention on yourself, there are 4 types of calls from 4 different directions. But whether we listen to them or not, respond to them or not, it is up to us. So one special call is from Baba. Call from Baba. What is Baba saying? What is the call? Baba says, now, so many years you have been calling me. I have been coming in the corporeal form, but now you come to me. You become complete, perfect Bapsaman and come to me. So Baba is invoking us to come to subtle region, become Avyak, experience the company of Avyak, angel Bapdada. So Baba is calling us, giving us signals. And on the other side, there is the call from the devotees. You know, Baba says many times, don't you hear the call of the devotees calling you? They are calling you out of so much of sorrow. When are you going to give me your darshan? You know, when are you going to have the glimpses of my deity? They are calling in sorrow. Show me mercy, have power. So do we have time to listen to their call? And on the third side, the elements of matter is calling. Many times Baba says the elements of matter, they say, Baba, we are ready. Shall we start? Baba says, wait. Baba is taking our side and extending the time. So the elements are also calling to start their work. And the fourth side, the call, who is calling us? Our own perfect form. Each one of us have our angelic form, perfect form in the subtle region. They are invoking us to adopt our final form as soon as possible. So how do we respond? First of all, I have to keep my line clear so I can listen to the call. If I am entangled in my own problems and situations, my phone is engaged. I can't hear. So we can respond to all the four calls with one particular dharana. If I have that one particular dharana, I can respond to all four calls at the same time. So what is that? And recently, Baba has been telling us in the Vyak signals, in many ways, to be a master bestower. By being a master bestower, I can respond to all calls at the same time. And what it means to be master bestower, it is like being master God. There is no one else who is called a bestower except God. There could be many givers, but bestower is only one. And Baba made us equal to him, master bestowers. So by being a master bestower, you can give what the devotees want. You can respond to the 5 elements. You can respond to Baba and devotees. But what it means to be a bestower, what it means, what dharana again I need to have to be a bestower. I need to be complete and full. A bestower will not make a plan to give. Their presence makes others receive, just like the sun. Sun is the bestower. He doesn't program, make a plan to give. The presence of the sun illuminates the whole place. And so the presence of a bestower soul actually make everyone full. Because their treasure store is overflowing. A bestower's account is open account, not credit and debit accounts. Open account, which means one way. Bestow. Give, give, give. Not business, not beggar. Because their treasure store is so full, it never run out. So that is a signal Baba is giving. A time will come when there will be a long queue of devotees waiting to receive a drop. So I have to make sure I have full stock of all powers all virtues, all points of knowledge, nothing lacking. So my presence itself is enough, others receive what they want. This is the difference. When others receive what they want without asking, that is the sign of a bestower. If you are giving, they have to ask. And giving also implies receiving. But bestow means it is like others get what they want. And that is why they call you God. They call you equal to God. So for that, what I need to practice, I need to make sure I take only from one and shower all. But the mistake we do in Brahmin life is we take from Baba and we also have the desire to take from others. So that is why we always have some complaints, about some souls, because we have expectation to receive something. But even if they give you anything, they will give you one and take away 10. So you will be left still empty. So I need to practice this formula. Take from one and give all. Because then I will never run out. Because Baba don't take anything from me. He only bestows. So I can take as much as I want. I don't need to hesitate. He don't count and give. Sometimes Baba jokingly says, the one who bestows never gets tired. The one who receives gets tired. Why? Because we also have some other resources where we are taking from. That is why we get tired. But if there is only one source, I will always remain full. So this is something we need to, because even if you look at, the perfect form of Baba, also giving. The perfect form of ourselves is also giving. Elements in their perfect form are also giving. And the devotees, their hands of blessings are always open. So I should really have that feeling. Ichha matram avidya. That means to be ignorant of the word desire. In other words, to be content. So when I am content, becoming ignorant of the word desire, I don't have any expectation. I don't have any disappointment. I feel I'm not only full, a bestower is overflowing. Overflowing. So that is why others receive from them. So is my treasure store overflowing? If my treasure store is overflowing, then I will remain unshakable and immovable. So there is no chances for me to shake due to any situation, because the treasure store is so full. So now there is no time to ask Baba. Baba says in Sakar Murli sometime, Baba don't give any mercy or blessings. You don't need to ask. So when I am in that kind of stage, just give. So only concern, only mantra I have to have in my mind is to give, and give. And the second important lesson Baba is teaching us, according to the call of time, is to serve through the mind. Mind means thought, elevated thought, and attitude. That is the focus of this month. Because we cannot reach out to people physically everywhere. We have to reach out to the world through our thought vibrations. So in order to allow my thoughts, my feelings, my vibrations to reach out to the world, again, I have to pay attention. That's why Baba says, if you have any rubbish in your attitude, in the form of weakness of others, defects of others, things of the past, your vibration will not go anywhere because it is blocked. So in preparation to serve through my attitude, my elevated thoughts, I have to keep my mind, my attitude very clean, very pure. So that is why Baba has been telling us in these days, see only the speciality and don't see anyone's defects. Because whatever, drishti is very much connected with vritti. Our vision is very much connected with our attitude. So if I pick up any weakness, rubbish, it goes into my attitude, it stays there. And it becomes vibration. Whatever is in your attitude, it becomes vibration and it spreads into the atmosphere. How atmosphere is created? Through vibration. So this is why I have to take care of my attitude. So how attitude is created? Through thoughts and feelings. You have a thought and that becomes feeling. Together becomes attitude. So I just need to pay a lot of attention towards my thoughts, my feelings, my attitude. More than anything else, my awareness. Sunday Murli Baba was talking about 2 stages. One is to have awareness, and the other is to become the embodiment of awareness. So if you just have awareness, you don't have power. It can become forgetfulness also. But if I have become embodiment of awareness, that is power. So one can become embodiment of awareness with attention and practice. If you don't have attention and practice, you cannot become embodiment of power. And that is why we are affected by little situation from outside. So we should not just be happy that we know we are souls. To embrace that awareness of soul in my life is called embodiment. soak myself while performing action in that awareness. So whatever is if you are embodiment of awareness, in Hindi we call it Swarup, Smriti Swarup. So it will be shown on your face. What is your Smriti here? It will come on your face. So you don't need to say whether you are Shanti Swarup, Prem Swarup, Shakti Swarup. So different flavor of that experience will be reflected. So this is the kind of experience we need to have with attention and practice. No matter how many years we are in Gyan, but this is very, very important. Because, our thoughts can travel with the highest speed, provided it is clean and pure. If it has any kind of dirt, it will get lost. So that is why, we can do service through the mind on 3 levels: through our awareness, through our stage, and through our attitude. So that is why we also have to take care of our stage. And stage is created on the basis of awareness. Many times I find that Brahmins, actually, they are more Sochta Swarup than Smriti Swarup. They are only thinking, not embodiments. Even in meditation also. Most of us are thinking in meditation. Sochta Swarup, not Smriti Swarup, not feeling what we are thinking. That is why we feel the length of the meditation seems to be too long. We start looking at the clock, we start looking at the time, why it is so long. Because we are thinking Swarup. Just repeating thoughts, but we have not embodied. Because once you are really savoring those thoughts, you are Swarup, Smriti Swarup, you are tasting that sweetness. You don't look at the clock or light or music. You are, in a way, drowned in that awareness. And it creates an atmosphere. So that is necessary now to practice. Not all the time thinking. So now I need to embody what I'm thinking. Many of us, we are not even thinking. We are only analyzing our day while sitting in meditation. So that is no meditation. Or we are planning something to do, maybe service plan or churning. Those things can be done when you are performing actions, mundane things. But I need to discipline myself when I specially make time for half an hour, 1 hour. I just totally focus, dive deep. Only then our yoga becomes fire. There is some kind of intensity in remembrance. Otherwise, there is no intensity. We just thinking only. And some of us sometimes think what we are not a lot more than what we are. So we are reinforcing wrong things because it is said, you become what you think. So here we are thinking what we are not. I am not body. I am not the eyes. I am not the mouth. We know that. Why I am repeating those thoughts sitting in meditation? I need to think what I am. So you become what you think. You become what you think, isn't it? Then our thinking gets shorter. Experience gets deeper. So you should experiment that now. Because what is more important is experimenting. So when you experiment, you become experienced. Experiment means attention practice is equal to experiment. It's not anything else. Attention practice is equal to experience. And when you are experimenting, you are experiencing and you are sharing that experience with others, the vibrations that is being created. So that is why it is called yogi life, not yogi for 2 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours. So we should really incorporate, action and yoga together. So people can see the difference, our performing action and other people performing action. So that quality, that beauty, that accuracy make others feel. Not only that, but you can see you save a lot of your time. When you have karma yoga while performing action, you save a lot of time. You can finish a job in half of the time that you could have taken. So you have some time to spare, like relax. There is no kind of tension. So this is another important signal Baba has given us recently, to experiment doing service through the mind. So my mind should not have any waste thoughts. If I have waste thought, then my mind is not qualified to serve others' mind. It won't work. And secondly, if I have some bad feelings towards someone, even one soul, my heart is not qualified to serve others. So I have to make my mind qualified. When we use the word mansa seva, means to serve your mind first. Then your mind will serve others' mind. So serving the mind means actually making my mind qualified. So I just make sure that I don't have no waste thought, no negative thoughts. My attitude is clean. I don't, like a vacuum cleaner, I don't pick up rubbish people are throwing. So I keep myself clean. So my vibrations will be clean also. Nowadays, service has to happen that way. That is one of the signals, like Baba said the other day. Why when you go to Madhuban, the atmosphere is so powerful? Because Brahma Baba has done tapasya and he has left that vibrations and the elements of matter even radiate those vibrations. Even though we have Shantivan, Gyan Sarovar, but people like to go to Madhuban. They wish to even spend some time in Madhuban because vibrations are different. Because Baba has left the place with that tapasya vibrations. So we are not moving around just like that. We carry some kind of vibration. And that vibration either affects others or we get affected by other people's vibrations. So that is why once Baba was saying, your name is World Transformer. So you should transform and not get transformed. But we give complaints saying, my stage was good, but I went to such and such a place. Vibrations were like that. I got influenced. So is that the sign of a world transformer? So Baba gave the example of a small incense stick. This is your creation. If the incense stick can remove the bad odor in a second, so you, the creator, can you not do that? But we forget our self-respect. So that is why this Sunday, Murli, Baba spoke a lot about power of transformation. We have to bring transformation on 4 levels. In our thoughts, nature, sanskaras, and our habits. So unless this transformation doesn't happen, so we have not progressed. And of course, again, power of transformation is connected with realization. Unless you have realization, there is no transformation. So how do we develop the power of realization? So I have to return back once again to my authentic, my eternal self, my original self. Keep emerging that original, eternal self, my stage, my nature, my sanskara, how it was when I was in Parandam, how it was when I was in the golden age. So when the more I emerge those eternal, original nature and sanskaras, then comparing to that, when I look at my present nature, so I can see the realization coming slowly. So this is not mine. Create an attitude of unlimited disinterest in order to have realization, and realization will bring transformation. And so when each one of us transform, world transform. So look at some of these things at the present time. Baba has been talking about all these things in the Murlis and Avyakt signals from time to time, but we just need to practice, right? So what I was thinking to share with you is yesterday's Baba's message, because I was just listening. We all know that, Prime Minister Modi came and he really praised the Brahma Kumaris a lot. And then he was very happy that we have fulfilled whatever task he had given us to do. So this morning, Sister Rukmini, when she offered book to Baba, Baba has given beautiful message. So I thought it's in English translation. You can listen. Listen to Baba's message.
I reached to Baba in subtle region with book. As soon as I went close to Baba, so I gave news of yesterday's program to Baba. So Baba smiled for a second, and Baba said, that Bab Dada has already, from the beginning, has told the children that one day will come, the time will come, that without calling, without invitation, and Baba's home, children will come. And those special souls, service has to be done. So Baba said, worldly people, they do the propaganda of their service. And you children, you do propaganda and you receive the prasad or the offerings. They just come and speak and then go. But they take a step here. They come here in Baba's home. And to take meal and drink here. So this is also the greatest fortune they make for themselves, because in the temple as well, Baba showed the scene of a temple, that in a temple also various devotees go there. But those who go near the idol, they receive the vision of the idol. Also he receives fruit or sweets, that is prasad. So similarly, those children who come here in Baba's home and they take something or the other from here and go. And so Baba says that time is also near. That people from outside world, they will call you in their stage, and your children will go on their stage, and whatever you speak there, they listen to it with lots of love. And all those souls sitting there, they also have the desire to go and come here, Baba's home. So Baba says, according to the time, Baba is seeing these scenes that in the upcoming time, those devotees' children also, they have to come here and to take something or the other from this Baba's land. As children are thirsty for the nectar's one drop, similarly, Baba says, other children, other souls are also thirsty to come here in the land of Baba's home, and that day is not far away. So Baba says, you Brahmin children should have so much yoga and tapasya, remembrance and penance, so that souls who are remain there should come here running. So after saying this message, after that, Bhog was there in the remembrance of lots of souls. Bhog was there. So with lots of love, Baba emerged those brothers and sisters and gave them lots of remembrance and offered them Bhog from Madhuban. And by taking that love and remembrance, I came back in this corporeal land. Om Shanti.
So, so we have to do more tapasya, more remembrance of Baba to attract souls that come to Baba's home to take their, at least a drop, whatever they have to take, right? So if you have any questions, you can ask. We have some time. So, most very important thing nowadays is in Sakar Murlis, in Abhyakt Murlis, we see Baba is focusing our attention towards our thoughts and time, not to waste a thought and not to waste a time. Keep the accounts to see there is a lot of saving, because that is the recognition of self-realization. Those who have self-realization, they have value for their thoughts and their time. And when you have value, you don't waste it. So do you save time or you waste time? Or spend time? Means thoughts are, subtle. Thoughts are subtle. Time could be gross. Because if I am having waste thought, I'm automatically wasting time. So there is no need. So that is why we have to make our intellect filled with knowledge. At every step, use intellect and put a full stop to the past in 1 second. No need prolonging why it happened, what happened. It has happened, finish. Full stop means I have become embodiment of the knowledge of drama. Not to repeat in my mind, not to repeat in my mouth. I correct myself and move forward. So that is realization. If I keep on asking why, what, how, I have already wasted my thought, also wasted my time. Even if Baba says, even in the drama, each soul have their own part to play. So you continue to play your part and let others play the part. Don't try to correct others' part. While correcting others' part, I will spoil my role. So that is why another thing that is necessary to practice is observer, detached observer. Like this morning I was sharing that you can be detached first, only then you can observe. Even to remain detached, you need to have disinterest. If you don't have disinterest, you cannot have detachment. And if you are not detached, you are not going to be loving. Many people make effort so that everybody can love them. But the more you make effort to become loved, the more distance you go. So don't ever make effort to be loved by anyone. Make effort to remain detached. You automatically be loved by all. Just like God, He is detached. Everybody loves Him. So I don't need to make an effort to be loved. I am a being of love as a soul. I just be that soul. Then automatically I can take love from Baba and become loving to others. Not making effort, compromising my values to please others, compromising my disciplines to please others. It will not happen. Human beings can never be pleased. Today they are pleased, tomorrow they won't be. You cannot continue to do that. But you have to do the right thing, that's all. Follow Srimad at every step. What are the 3 promises Baba said to make today? Do you remember? In the Murli, Baba says, write it in blood. Did you write it in the ink also? Chalo, not in the blood. No, not in the blood, but at least did you write it in your pen, ink, on the paper and put it in Baba's box? I told Kotahina Center this morning, so before you go, you write 108 times the 3 pledges. And they were so obedient. All of them sat and wrote 108 times. Because something I need to emphasize. You remember in olden days, how they taught us to write the alphabets. They make us write so many times, then we learned. So this is one of the way of reinforcing. So you can take your own time and write, why not? So do you remember the 3 things without looking into the book? Who can repeat? Without looking into the book. Because if you have made that promise, practically you won't forget. I want to hear from Baba's words, not your own interpretation. Exact Baba's words. What did Baba say? Make this promise. Anyone? All 3. No one. Promise at least cannot forget, right? Baba says, even in bhakti, you made so many promises. We forgot. Baba reminds us, oh, you made promise to me. So this is a promise in Gyan. What was it? I never leave Baba. See, that's something like that. It's not correct. Baba's words. If you have written, read from it. Let me see. 3 promises. Revise. Who attended the Murli this morning? Okay. So you can say, if you are saying, say all 3 together. Otherwise, it won't make sense. Read from the book also. You are given a next chance. Yeah? Who wants to? Some of them did not come for the Murli, at least they will get. Hmm? Who will do it, brother? You have written all three? Huh? No. Who has all three? Brother, huh? Mela has all three promises written. Written also reads. Huh? It's okay. Ganesh, why? Huh? Not written. So can you get the Murli? Get the right words. Read it from the Murli. Yes, Tamil. So these are something which we implement, right? Baba, when Baba says determined thoughts. That one thing I remember, that I will follow Baba's Srimad. One of the promises is I will follow Baba's Srimad. I will never divorce Baba. Something like that. Yeah. Okay. So we will read again, write it down. So then you can, yeah, it's okay. I know. So you should write it in blood. I will remember Baba day and night. I will remember Baba day and night. I will hold on to Baba's hand very tightly. I will hold Baba's hand very tightly. Then I will do whatever Baba says. So, are you ready? Are you ready for three things? Hold Baba's hand tightly means accurately. Every step, take direction. Of course, Baba won't give you direction if you are not a trustee. Because once you take direction, you must follow. That's why everybody is not given direction. So you need to be a trustee. Then I will do whatever Baba says. So that is loyalty. You know, when a wife is loyal to the husband, she does whatever the husband says. So Baba is the husband of all husbands. So it's loyalty. One is obedience, remembering Baba day and night, and holding Baba's hand, that is faith, then loyalty. So I just need to check myself whether I really do it in practical. Because Maya is around, you know. She won't leave you alone. So I need to make promise and keep up my promise also. Okay, so we can have half an hour meditation now, 7 o'clock. So we said day and night, you remember Baba. So Baba said, you can only remember Baba accurately when you first become soul conscious. Consider yourself as a soul and then remember Baba, because the connection is between soul and Baba, nothing to do with the body. So I just need to, first of all, settle myself into soul consciousness, and then connection automatically get connected. Because like attracts like. So when I'm soul conscious, so Baba like me, the same form, I get fullness. One thing you should keep in mind, that whenever you sit in yoga, if you just experience just peace, that is not an experience of yoga. You must experience power and love. That is only when you know you are connected. You are connected, your battery is charged. Is known only when you have power, received power and love from God. Otherwise, I am just many times I am feeling sleepy and half sleep, half awake. And after meditation, I say, I had very good meditation today, very peaceful. So no, you must feel, and your face shows when you are sitting in meditation. If you are receiving God's love, your face will sparkle. If you have power, you empower the atmosphere, your vibrations empowers others also. So let us experiment today.